Hello, welcome to class. I am happy we are back again to our section. Thank you all for your responses in the last class. The reviews and the feedback were fantastic. It shows a lot of you are ready to learn, right? So we are done with the introduction to coding, what coding has to offer, the benefits and other things that comes with coding. In today's class, we'll be starting the coding level 1. And in this level, we'll be looking at what? Right, I know you can see it. We'll be looking at cartoon animation. I know a lot of you must have seen a cartoon in time past, or you must have watched one, or you are a fan of cartoons, right? I know for you young ones, you love cartoon. There are cartoon characters or cartoon movies that you are so much in love with. So can I have you mention the names of some? So let me get some feedback, right? What are the names of some cartoons that you have watched? Yes, that is beautiful. It shows that you all have an idea of what cartoon is. So we will be looking at cartoon. So all the cartoons that we have mentioned, right? Do you know that you can create something like that, or even more complex like that? You can create an amazing cartoon either as a movie or as a story that people can watch, right? And also learn 1 or 2 lessons from it. So today we'll be looking at cartoon animation. I know you will love to create your own, isn't it? Good. Yes, you will love to create yours. So I will be teaching you how you can create a cartoon animation in this coding class. Is that okay? Right. So first we can see our slide. We have cartoon animation, right? So there are 2 words we can see here. The first one is cartoon, and then the second one is what? Animation. So let's go through them and see what cartoon animation is all about. So what is a cartoon? What is a cartoon? So let me get 1 or 2 feedback, then I will give you my own explanation of a cartoon. So what is a cartoon? Good. Your responses are amazing. Your responses are fantastic. Yes, cartoons are images. Cartoons are pictures we use to show our thoughts, Yes, your responses are good and amazing. I love that. Now let me tell you now what a cartoon is, right? Now a cartoon is a simple drawing that shows image of an object or a character in a fun or exaggerated way. A cartoon is a simple drawing. So look at the concept. A cartoon is a drawing, right? The drawing shows an image of what? An object or a character. So in cartoon, you have to think of what? Drawing. You have to think of what? Images. And what image in particular? An object or a character. And to make it look special, not make it look like your picture or your house picture or the picture of your church or anything, for cartoon it has to be made in a fun or an exaggerated way. Those are what make cartoon different from the normal images and pictures and drawings that we have, right? So for instance, if I draw a wall clock, like this wall clock, we drew it and we also did what? Coded it. One of the schools that we offer coding consultation to, the student coded this wall clock. Now, can you call this wall clock a cartoon? The answer is no. This wall clock is not a cartoon. Why? Because it is not drawn, the image is not fun or exaggerated. So for you to call an image a cartoon, it must be fun or what? exaggerated. So that is what cartoon is. Cartoon must be fun, cartoon must be exaggerated for you to call it what? A cartoon. Is that okay? Good. So let's see some examples of cartoon. Good. Look at this cartoon now. Look at this image. Do you see how fun it is? The eyeball is looking blue, and then look at the mouth and 2 teeth. So when I use this, when I animate this cartoon, you will look at it, and as it acts, it will be fun. You will laugh, smile, it will be engaging. Look at this cartoon. Look at this image, right? Lying on what? A watermelon with a speck. And look at this. Wow, so fun. This is a fun image, right? Look at another image, exaggerated. A human with their eyeball. So assuming I want to communicate a particular message, right? That's probably when you are saying things, you are lying, or you are doing, your mouth will be this wide and your eyes will be I could use this kind of cartoon, right, to animate such kind of stories or ideas. Look at this cartoon, right? Look at this image. So simply put, cartoon is what? An image or a drawing of an object or a character in a fun or exaggerated way. This is another example, right? This one is normal person or normal human being, but colored what? Green, right? Just to make it fun. So look at another one. All these are examples of what? Exaggerated and fun cartoons. So for you to call it a cartoon, remember what we said, it must be fun or exaggerated. If it's a normal picture like my image that you are seeing now, it's not a cartoon. If it's a normal if it's normal, it is not a cartoon. It must be fun or exaggerated for it to be called what? A cartoon. Beautiful. I'm happy you understood it. Now these are our other examples of what? Of cartoons. Now what is animation? You now know that cartoon are images, right? They are images, simple images that you drew, right? Good. And you have also known that the images must be fun or exaggerated for it to be what? A cartoon. Now what are animation? You had animate. What are animation? What are they? Okay, so let's look at it. An animation is the art of making objects or a drawing appear to what? Move, right? When you are animating an object, you are simply doing what? Making the character or the object to appear to be moving. So in other words, many of those cartoons that we have mentioned that we love to watch, that they are our spec cartoons, many of those images are not actually moving, but they are coded in such a way that it appears as though they are moving. Wow, isn't that wonderful? That tells you how powerful coding can be. That in coding you can make an image that is not actually moving to appear to be what? To be moving. So we are going to be doing a lot of animation. We will make some objects to appear to be moving, but in real sense those objects are not what? They are not moving, right? So animation simply means making an object or a drawing to appear to move, right? So I'm going to be showing you a few examples. Now look at this example. This is an image that is drawn in such a way that is communicating one particular message. The images are drawn in a particular way at a particular location with a particular idea communicating, such that when you flip the book fast, it will be showing you different images, but at the end it will now look as though it is what? A moving object, but in actual sense they are not. So let me pause here and allow you to watch it then I'll come back and connect on it. So let's watch. So did you see that? That is a typical example of animation. These images are drawn at different shape, different point, and different type. And as they are flipped, they appear as though they are moving, but in real sense, they are not what? Moving. Let me show you another example. So this is an example of an animated cartoon by our learners in what? In the junior class. Those within the age of 5 to 7. This is one of their cartoon class lessons that was done by our learners, right? So you can see they drew this image and they animate it, and the image is appearing to be moving, but in real sense they are not actually what? Moving. Why? Because image does not actually move. They are images, they are not living things. But with code you will make them to be what? To appear to be moving, but they are not actually moving, right? So let me give you another example of these cartoon images. Okay, so now you have seen all these examples. Does it make any sense to you? Wow, I like it. Some of you are saying wow. So it's like an eye-opening, right? Good. So that shows you that you can animate as many objects and characters as you like, depending on your ideas. Is that okay? So now I will pause here and allow you ask your questions. And after we have answered, and after I've answered the questions, we can now start the practical sections. Is that okay? So question time. Okay, so I'm happy everyone understood what we have said, and we are ready to start our practical section. Now for the practical section, we will be using a block coding platform, right? You remembered I mentioned 10 different block coding platforms. Is that clear? Yes, 10 different block coding platform, and we will be starting using the simple one, and then we grow to more complex coding platform where you can do fantastic animation that will wow you and everyone that will see it. But before we do that, we will be going on a recess, right? So we'll go on a recess. Everybody take some few minutes or seconds off, and when we convert back again, we will start the practical section. Is that good? Are we clear? Good. So I will see you after 10-minute recess.